Okay, so I got a question from a guy named YMB, and basically it's kind of like it's a similar question to a video I just did like the other day, right, about having no equipment. So yeah, I'm not gonna read the question. He's basically asking how can he do calisthenics at home because he doesn't have equipment, and there's not a lot of things outside of outside of his house or in his area to do calisthenics. Okay, one thing you have to realize is that the more you want to do, the more you're gonna need to have. Like, for example, you could this could have been a basketball channel, and you could have said, "Hey Simon, I don't have a basketball and I don't have a basketball net, right? Which is the two things you need." You say, "Well, how can I practice my basketball skills?" Well, I'm gonna tell you, go get a basketball and go find a net somewhere. There has to be a net somewhere, right? Now I know for calisthenics, it's not that easy, right? You're not gonna find a bar park, just walking outside like you'll find a basketball court. But there is portable calisthenics equipment that you can buy online or within a local fitness or sports shop. I know this plane is coming, so just bear with me. I hope you can hear me clearly. Let's just say you lived in a house that was just a white box with a door, with a door. That's all you had, a door and a freaking white box. Or a white space, like a room, nothing, no furniture, just nothing. That would be a good start. That's the first thing you're gonna need if you're gonna try to do calisthenics in your house. You need a lot of space because when you're falling over, you probably don't want to land on your furniture. So having a good space, whether it's a room, your living room, wherever it is, try to just find a good space where you're able to tumble or collapse without breaking yourself or breaking your furniture. Second, go online and look for some calisthenics equipment. There's tons of calisthenics equipment like parallettes, right? Parallettes is like low bars. It's like low parallel bars. There's the Lendore equalizers. You see Frank Majano using it in a lot of his videos. The yellow parallel bars, right? They're a bit higher. They're about like to your waist. Well, at least to my waist. I'm 5'8", okay? Pull-up bars. Everyone knows about pull-up bars. You could get a pull-up bar for your door frame. Do pull-ups. You could even do levers, right? You could do levers and probably some typewriters, some sort of typewriters. And just on the ground, you could practice on your handstands. You could practice on your planches, as well as the parallettes and the Lendore equalizers. You could practice your planches. You could practice your L-sits on the Lendore equalizers. You could practice your L-sits on the parallettes and on the ground, right? You could do your push-ups. You could work on your ground game. If you get some mats and lay some mats around your house or in a nice space in your house, you could practice on some explosive push-ups. There's so many things you can do if you just look and not just say, "Oh, I can't do it, I have no equipment." Now, of course, someone like me, my home is not suitable for all of those things because I live with my mom, of course. So she has the furniture. Like, I can't just say, "Oh, I'm taking out all the furniture out of the living room." It's her furniture. So luckily I have a park outside. Luckily, I have a park outside that I can practice my calisthenics on. Now, all those things I told you about, I'm sure you have your own room, right? You have your own room. Get a pull-up bar. If you get parallettes, right? If you get parallettes or Lendore equalizers, you could go outside to a park and practice there. I see some people do it. Some people do that, right? Also, for practicing your flags, just find a pole. You could find a pole like right outside your house. I'm sure there's a pole outside your house that's thin enough for you to grab onto and practice your flags. There's so many options out there if you just look. I have to be straight with you. If you do not have a lot of the equipment, like if you say you have absolutely no equipment, well, hey, you can't do. There's just some things you can't do, right? There's just some things you can't do. You can't if you don't have parallel bars, right? Like a high parallel bar, or a high bar, right? A high bar, you're not gonna be able to practice your parkour skills that's within calisthenics, like hopping over the bar or doing all those flips and tricks. You just can't. There's nothing I can do, unless you can do a backflip on the ground. But other than that, you can't do anything about it. You just have to try to find a way or find no way. It's that simple. Okay, but I hope this helped you. I just have to be straight up with you, man. Like, just, you gotta spend that money then. You just gotta spend that money. So, like and share this video. Tell your friends to subscribe, because most of you watching are basically my subscribers right now. And, yeah, I'll talk to y'all next time. Done.